Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, which is Software Testing with Dri. In today's video, which is our third practical session, we are going to cover some more useful SQL commands: alter, update, commit, delete, and rollback, all explained with live examples. These commands are very helpful when you are maintaining and managing data in your database. As always, I'll leave the link to the theory playlist at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. And now, before we start, let me give you a quick recap of what we covered in our second practical session. Previous session, that is practical session 2, we worked on some basic commands like create to create our table, then describe command to check the structure of our table. Then we inserted information of 5 students using a insert command, and then we use select command to see the stored information of all the students. Like you can see here, we have 5 students with the table containing student ID, first name, last name, age, and city. And then we used a where clause to filter student information based on their city, based on their age, and also tried to filter first name and city of the from the students table based on the city, their city name, like you can see here. So you see we got David and Michelle from Chicago. Now let's begin today's session, and we'll first use alter command to modify the structure of our existing table. Let's take the students table from this previous session, and add a new column of like, let's say, the student's email. So we will write alter table students, add email varchar 2 of length 100, and let's run this. So you see our students table is altered, and we added a new column to our table. Like I showed in the previous session, we can see that modification in our table structure either using either describe command, or we can directly go to our school database and go to very end, at the very end of this. And you see we got first name, last name. Okay, it's not showing here, but we can check it using describe command. So let's write describe, and then our table name, that is students, and let's run this. So you see we have student ID, first name, last name, age, city, and email. So our table has been altered. So now we have modified table. And yes, to see the modifications here in the left section, you need to first refresh this, and then only this will be refreshed, and then only you'll be able to see the changes on this. So let's refresh. And you see we got student, first name, last name, age, city, and email. So it's showing here now. Next, we are going to update data. So let's update email address to some of the students. So we'll write update students set email equal to john dot doe at email example dot com, where student underscore id equal to 1, and let's run this. So one of our row is updated. Let's add email address of one more student. So we'll do like this, just copy paste and let's write Jane and Smith at, let's keep example.com and we'll write student ID equal to 2 and let's run it. Now to check the modifications in our table, we'll use the select command. So let's write select star from table name, which is students, and let's run this. So you see, we modified or added the email addresses of John and Jane. So they have the email addresses, and we didn't make any modifications for other 3 students. So they are already they are still null. Now, whenever we do like this kind of modification using update command, so like, or whenever we perform DML operations like insert, update, delete, we can use commit to save changes permanently. So we can write commit and let's run this. So the commit is complete. So what actually commit do is it permanently saves the whatever updates we do to our database. So next, let's see how delete command works. So let's delete the records of a student with the student ID 5. So we'll write delete from students where student underscore ID equal to 5. And let's run this. So you see one row is deleted. Now we can see the effect of delete command using select statement on our database or students database. So you see we have only 4 students left because we deleted the information or records of student with student ID 5. So one thing I want to mention here is, like, if we want to remove data from a whole row, then we use delete command. And you can see we deleted the record of 5th student. And let's say we changed our mind and or we want to modify the email address of a student, then in that case column modification we do with update command. Let's say we want to make it null back, so we'll do like this: update student set email equal to null for student ID equal to 2, and let's run it. So it is updated, and now let's check with select command. And you see the email address is null now. Let's say for some reason we changed our mind and we don't want to modify any column or delete any row. So we can use rollback command to revert the changes. So let's run it and it's complete. Let's run this select command. And you see our data is back. Thank you so much for watching this practical video on alter, update, commit, delete, and rollback commands in Oracle SQL Developer. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Software Testing with Ree. And I will leave the link to the theory playlist at the end of this video. Check it out to understand these commands in more depth. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video.